Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Gogo Astros coming at you live for Game 2, the Astros at Fenway Park facing the Boston Red Sox. Yesterday we had Game 1. Astros had a tremendous game. Late in the game, they came back, took the lead, took charge, and shut down the Red Sox. It was an excellent game to watch. My hero, Jose Altuve, had a well-timed two-run homer to help the Astros take the lead. From there, they just built on it and shut things down. It was excellent. I'm going to be back in just a moment to give you the information about the starting lineup. I've just got to go in there and get the hot water for my coffee. And I'll be right back, guys. First pitch is going to be just in a couple of minutes, so hang in there. We're set up, ready to go. Getting ready to start. 1 second. Okay, guys, I'm back just in time. Josh Winkowski is on the mound for the Red Sox facing Jose Altuve. That first pitch is a little low for ball one. Altuve will be followed by Bregman and Alvarez, as usual. Alvarez will be in left field today. Yainer Diaz after that in the DH position. This next pitch is low and inside, but in the zone for strike one. 1-1 against Altuve. Altuve's average at 302 right now. He's got 15 home runs for the year, 50 RBIs. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. This one's on the outside corner, fouled away into the crowd for strike two. 1-2 the count against Altuve. It is a little after 5 a.m. here in Hiroshima. I am going to make myself a little coffee because I'm going to be busy today doing some work online. I don't have the opportunity to go back to sleep. This next pitch is fouled again by Altuve. A bouncer down the third base side. Count will remain 1-2. Yesterday was the kickoff to a holiday here in Japan. This week is kind of a holiday week, special week of Obon. That's what it's called. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Altuve. More than a foot outside, that's 2-2. This holiday is about remembering your ancestors. People go to the graves of their families that have passed away and clean them up and leave some things and remember them. So yesterday I had absolutely no online classes. Nobody booked anything. Next pitch to Altuve, he's grounded to short. He picks it up, fires the first, makes the play. Altuve will go down, unfortunately. for the first out of the game. It was not a bad at bat. The one that he hit was in the zone. Just didn't turn it into a big home run like he did that one yesterday. That would have been awesome. Alex Bregman comes up to bat with one away. Strike one right in the zone, 95 miles an hour. After Diaz is in the DH position today, so that means Caratini will be catching. Here comes the next pitch to Bregman. This one bounced foul. 0-2 is the count. Bregman's batting average is close to 260. If he can get a couple of hits today, it'd be nice to keep moving that average up and keep doing better and better. Everyone's talking about how in August he usually turns on the afterburners and does a lot better. It'd be nice if he did that again this year. Here comes the next pitch to him. That's outside. Ball 1-2. Man, coffee smells good. There's a shopping center here, or shopping mall rather, I'm sorry. Sometimes it's a shopping center or shopping mall, but this one's popped up and out of play. Back behind the plate. A supermarket is what it is. I still have not completely woken up. It's called Eon Supermarket. And they have fresh coffee you can get there, and they'll grind it for you. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Bregman hits it sharply at the shortstop, who also makes the same play for out number 2. Yeah, the past few days they've been talking about Bregman hitting the ball really hard, driving the ball really hard, hitting line drives, and even his ground balls really hard. He's just not getting it in the right place, that's all. Yordan Alvarez comes up to bat. First pitch to him is way outside for ball 1. Alvarez batting .354 on the road. This one's really hard to right field. That's all the way to the wall. Is it going to be gone? It's gone. Right over the wall, just like that. Alvarez puts the Astros on the board. The very first pitch was a good 14 inches out of the zone. The next one was in the zone on the changeup, and he crushed it out to right center field. Just a line drive shot, 103 miles an hour, 411 feet. It didn't have a big launch angle, just slightly low in the middle of the zone, and he punished him just like that. So John Winkowski shakes his head and gives up a 1-run shot to Yordan right off the bat. That's 3 home runs for Yordan in just 4 games. That's excellent. First pitch to Yainer Diaz is in there for strike 1. Now, Yordan makes me so happy. I deserve some coffee here. Next pitch to Diaz. Nicks the outside corner there for strike 2. 0-2 against Diaz. Next pitch to Diaz is way low and outside for ball 1-2. It looks like that home run by Alvarez was hit into the bullpen. Some people sitting out there had to avoid it. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Diaz. Fouled away, up and away to the right side, past first base into the crowd. 2-2 is the count. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Diaz. And that one's hit up the middle. That's going to be a little line drive single for Diaz. Just barely got up the middle there. The second baseman didn't have time to get over there. That's the second hit of the game for the Astros. And they have another runner on with 2 outs. That brings up Jeremy Pena, batting .272. Here comes the pitch. A little outside and low for ball 1. Pena actually has a pretty good average against this division. Diaz on first. Here comes the 20th pitch by Winkowski. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1-1. I know it's an afternoon game if you guys are in the U.S. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining. It looks like a sunny day right now in Boston. Pitch down the middle, fouled away right down the third baseline. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes to Jeremy Pena. Here comes the pitch from Winkowski. No, he steps off the rubber, takes a breather, wipes the sweat away. I'll add some more water then. That's my cue to fill her up. Next pitch is hit hard by Pena, but it's right at the second baseman who throws over to first base. And that's going to be out. Number 3. Astros come away with 1 run from Yordan Alvarez, who smacks one out with a line drive. Astros with 2 hits, 1 run. The Red Sox will be coming up in just a moment in the bottom of the first for their first at bat. Spencer Arrighetti is on the mound for the Astros. Let me remove the base runner here. There we go. Arrighetti will be facing Jarren Duran, Wilyer Abreu, Masataka Yoshida. Looks like Yoshida was moved up in the order. I think he was batting 4th yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Just to give you the rest of the Astros lineup first. Pena is batting 5th. He was the last batter in the first inning. Caratini will be coming up to bat after that. Victor Caratini, he has been doing a lot better lately. He's a switch hitter, which I think is really cool. He's been hitting the ball pretty hard. His batting average is now .268. Zach DeCenzo is in again at first base, batting 7th. He managed to get 1 hit in his last at bat yesterday. Jake Myers batting 8th. And Chas McCormick is in the game today in right field, hitting just .204. Chas has been one of the biggest unfortunate disappointments this year with his batting performance. Not the most stellar outfielder. Not bad, just he doesn't have a huge arm. He's not super fast. And his batting. So right now he's a very below average player all around. I will say that Jake Myers does come through sometimes, but even Myers is only batting .230. Jarren Duran is up to bat facing Arrighetti. The first pitch to him is in there for strike 1. I can put a little more water in my filter here. Next pitch is just barely off the corner. That could have gone either way. Called ball 1 by the umpire. 1-1 to Duran, who's batting .293 this season. This one is on the inside lower part of the zone, bounced away with a swing by Duran. That'll be strike 2, 1-2. He takes a timeout. I'm not completely awake here, so I think I'm going to put on my weak reading glasses to help me see these stats a little easier. Here comes the next pitch. This one's popped up to left field, but Bregman is out to get it, blocking the sun. He's able to find it and put it away in shallow left field for out number 1. 4 pitches in, and Arrighetti has his first out of the game. The sun is coming up here. First pitch to Wilyer Abreu is low for ball 1. Abreu batting .269 this season. Here comes the pitch. That one's outside for ball 2, 2-0. The Red Sox are wearing their City Connect uniforms, their Nike City Connect uniforms today. Yellow, blue, and white. Here comes the next pitch. This one's hit really hard. It's ripped out of play down the first base side. But Abreu really pulled that ball and hit it hard. Counts 2-1. Here comes the next pitch. Just barely missed the inside corner. Arrighetti behind now, 3 balls and 1 strike. Counts 2-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. Right down the middle, fouled back. We've got ourselves a full count against Abreu. That was a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. I got up today at 4:45 a.m. This game was scheduled to kick off. I still think that's funny. Talking about a baseball game. The game kicked off. The baseball game kicked off at about 10 after 5, 15 minutes ago. Another one popped up really high. Bregman is underneath it. It's right on him. He's finally got it. He tosses it over to Pena. That's out number 2. First 2 plays of the game are flyouts to Alex Bregman. 2 outs, 10 pitches for Arrighetti. With the exceptions of the inconsistency of a couple of the players and the low, terrible batting average of Chas McCormick, I really like the lineup that I'm seeing today. First pitch to Yoshida is outside for ball 1. Here comes the next pitch. This is grounded to Altuve, who tosses it over to DeCenzo. Very easy, soft ground play to end the inning. Arrighetti jogs off the mound with the rest of the guys. And that's it for the Red Sox. And a very quiet bottom of the first. That's the kind I like to see. 1-0 Astros going into the top of the second inning. Victor Caratini is the first to bat for the Astros, followed by Zach DeCenzo and Jake Myers. The Astros lineup, it feels pretty good overall until you start getting towards the bottom here. And I know that it's like that in pretty much every lineup, but I have a different take on it. Because Chas McCormick batting 9th and playing in right field, you see, he had high expectations on him. He came through in some big ways last year, and it was expected that he would contribute even more to the team this year. He has done the opposite of that. And right now, he's dragging the team down with what I believe is the lowest batting average of all the players on the Astros at 204. So having him in the lineup at ninth, it's not very inspiring. DeCenzo is new up from AAA, and he is batting .250. Can't say much about that right now. Very low sample size. He's only played a few games. But Myers at .233. For me to feel better about Myers, I think he's got to have that over .260. I can't complain if Jake Myers is hitting .260. If he could at least do that, I'd be happy. First pitch to Caratini is on the outside. Ball one. Check swing held up by Victor Caratini. He calls for timeout. Needs a little extra time. Caratini batting .268, almost over .270 with 6 home runs and 20 RBIs. All of his home runs are from the left side of the plate. Here comes the next pitch. This is bounced to the second baseman. Should be an easy play, and it is. That's out number 1. Caratini, the Ben Affleck look-alike. He seriously does, guys. I don't know if his pictures online look like Ben Affleck, but he sure does in the games. If you get a chance to see, you should take a look. DeCenzo's 3 for 12 since he started with the Astros a few games ago, and here's the first pitch to him. 95 miles an hour strike right in the outer part of the zone there. 25 pitches now for Winkowski. Mike Wazowski. No, Josh Winkowski. This one's hit to the third baseman. Sharp bouncer. He scoops it up with a good play, fires to first, and he's got DeCenzo at first for out number 2. That was a good play. Or good scoop and throw. 2 outs just like that, just after a few pitches, maybe 3 pitches, 4 pitches. Jake Myers comes up. He's actually performing like he usually does, maybe a little worse. 4 for 17 on this road trip. First pitch is actually a couple inches off the plate, but the umpire called it a strike. You're not helping Jake Myers there, umpire. Give the man a break. Come on. He's always going down 0-2. Let's see if he does it again here. Nope. He avoids it. That one's low. 95-mile-per-hour fastball. Just a few inches below the zone. 1-1 is the count against Myers. Big old shadow around the batter's box. Lots of sun on the mound. Next pitch. Check swing, but it doesn't matter. It catches the zone for strike 2. Yordan Alvarez is checking out some video on a tablet. It makes me wonder if he's looking at his home run over and over. He's not that vain. Okay, here comes a 1-2 pitch. Little outside, ball 2. Count is even. Let's see if anyone's listening in. I haven't had a chance to really look closely at the live stream. Next pitch is on the way, the 2-2 pitch. That's right on the corner, strike 3. Got him looking. Can't argue with that one. You got to swing at that junk there, Myers. Out number 3. Out number 3. We're going to go into the bottom of the second. Astros leading 1-0 on that solo shot by Alvarez. 2 hits for the Astros, no hits for the Red Sox. In just a moment, I'll let you know who's coming up for the Red Sox.
Could this be the game that finally beats and dethrones them?
View my channel. Yes. Okay. Everything looks good so far. I accidentally clicked. I can hear it in the live stream. I accidentally clicked on a YouTube video and it started to play, so I had to pause that. Okay, I see that I've got a couple people listening in. Thank you for joining me today. We are in the bottom of the second with Spencer Arrighetti on the mound for the Astros and Josh Winkowski on the mound for the Red Sox. By the way, I don't know if it's since the All-Star break. It may be. The Red Sox have the worst ERA at nearly 7. I think it's like 6.8 or 6.9 or something like that. That bodes well. That bodes well for the Astros for this series if they can hit that ball like they did yesterday. First pitch to Rafael Devers is a swing and miss for strike one. This guy's always chewing something. It looks like he's got the biggest wad of tobacco I've ever seen in my life. He's also got the dad bod going on. On deck is Danny Jansen, and in the hole is Dominic Smith. No balls, one strike. This will be the 14th pitch for Arrighetti. Here comes the pitch to Devers. That one's low for ball 1-1. That's good coffee. When I woke up 3:45, I could already see some light coming up from the sun outside. It's much brighter now than it was before. Next pitch from Arrighetti is hit directly to Senzo, a lightning bolt on the ground, but he picks it up, runs it over to the bag himself. Out number 1. Devers goes down. Next batter is Danny Jansen, right-handed batter. First pitch to him clips the top edge corner of the zone. Strike one. Jansen batting .226. .215 versus right-handed pitchers. This one's right in the middle. Nice curveball, swing and miss. Wow. 0-2. This is what I call the Myers count. Here comes the next pitch from Arrighetti. This is hit way up in the air. Looks like Bregman's going to have it again. Nope. He lets Pena take it. Pena seemed to have no problem locating it. I guess he wanted to get in on the action. Bregman was shielding his eyes from the sun. Pena doesn't even have any sunglasses on, and he was just looking at it without his glove or any kind of shade. He took it in no problem, so that's out number 2. Here comes the next pitch from Arrighetti. He's facing Dominic Smith. That's outside for ball 1. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Breaking ball, 86 miles an hour. That evens the count at 1-1. Thanks for joining, everyone. You're listening to Go Taiga Astros, coming at you live from Hiroshima, Japan. The next pitch to Dominic Smith by Arrighetti is a swing and foul tip for strike 2. The ball trickles away behind the plate there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Arrighetti gets the new ball. He's back up on the mound. Smith is in the box ready to go. He's batting .235 this season. He lets this one go. It's almost off his foot, low and inside. Ball 2, 2-2. It's nice to see Hunter Brown talking with Yusei Kikuchi in the dugout. It's nice to see the guys getting along. Here comes the pitch. That one is a good 8 or 9 inches off the plate for ball 3. Full count. Boston yet to get a base runner. This will be the first full count pitch by Arrighetti. And here it comes. That one's right in there, fouled back. 80 miles an hour curveball. Bounced away for another full count. Full count pitch from Arrighetti's on the way. Smith swings, touches nothing. Low and inside curveball, strike 3. That's the first strikeout of the game for Arrighetti, who actually has 20 strikeouts over the last 2 games. He's averaging 10 per game. This one he's got 1. We'll see if he can continue that. That ends the second inning. Red Sox still without any hits or runs. The Astros sitting on their 1 solo shot from Yordan Alvarez. We'll go into the top of the third. Leadoff batter will be Chas McCormick, followed by my personal hero, Jose Altuve. And then LSU star power, Alex Bregman. I see that we've got a few people listening in right now, just about 5. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you joining. As usual, I'm calling the Astros game from Hiroshima. Just to let you know, in about a month or so, the LSU Tigers have their first game of the season coming up. They've got a cool sounding game against a team that I just love to dislike, and that is the USC Trojans. That's going to be, I believe, a Sunday game. A special game. My plan is to call the Astros games and the LSU Tiger games. During the off season, I have no plan to produce a tremendous amount of Astros videos, such as commentary and news and things like that. There are so many people doing that. My focus here is to just do the live play-by-plays, to do some game summaries. I'd like to try to do a game summary for every game, and then maybe some short informational videos. Chas McCormick is up facing Winkowski, swings and misses the first pitch, 91 miles per hour, up and in. Strike 1. 0 for 9 in the last 7 games. Not surprising for Chas McCormick, the way he's been playing. And here's the next pitch. This one's grounded to shortstop. He's got it on the run. Fires over to first. No problem. McCormick goes 0 for 10. He will sit down. Probably a familiar feeling for his buttocks. Chas McCormick's buttocks is likely used to warming the pine. Jose Altuve, he grounded out in the first inning, but he had a monstrous home run yesterday. It was amazing. Here comes the first pitch to him. That one's right in the zone, 95 miles an hour, strike 1. He kind of nods like he missed an opportunity. And he did, I believe. 0-1 is the count. Here comes the 35th pitch from Winkowski. Altuve hits that one up to the second baseman. He was playing way over, so he was easily able to get that one. Altuve grounds out for a second time, this time to the second baseman, last time to the shortstop. Out number 2. So far, the Astros giving Winkowski a much easier inning. That brings up Alex Bregman, who also grounded out his first at-bat. And here comes the pitch. Low and outside, way outside. Ball 1. 1-0. Well, it seems that I don't have my chat working properly. I'll have to check that. Here comes the next pitch to Bregman. That one's a few inches below the zone for ball 2. 2-0. It makes me sad when we don't get any base runners on before Jordan. This one's grounded to short. He's going to have a long throw, but he gets it. That was a really good play by the shortstop. He backhanded it, and then he had to fire across the field. One hopper. Not a hard play for the first baseman to catch, and that's going to be out number 3. Astros lie down in the top of the 3rd and do absolutely nothing. Just a few ground outs. But at least they're putting the bat on the ball. They're swinging and getting the bat on the ball. They're not swinging at terrible pitches. They're not striking out. Actually, let's see. Do they have any strikeouts at all? No. No. Jake Myers has 1. It's the only strikeout for the Astros right now. And the Red Sox actually only have 1. And that's Smith. Coming up for the Red Sox is Nick Sogard, followed by Ceddanne Rafaela, and then David Hamilton. I'm getting tired of the Shohei Ohtani highlights that MLB shows over and over and over again. I think I mentioned it in a game the other day. I wish they had an official complaints link or something that I could click on and complain. I like Shohei Ohtani, but there are 2 issues. Number 1, he plays for the Dodgers, and I can't stand the Dodgers. Number 2, they're showing highlights that don't really mean anything. It's okay if they show it like once, but showing them over and over and over and over again. I think I said before, within the span of a week, I see these same exact highlights multiple times during each live stream. And so you could say that I see some of these 28 or 35 times within a week. And they're not that worthy. His first home run in an All-Star game, okay, show it one time and move on. His hardest hit ball of the season, okay, show it one time and move on. Why do we have to see it 30 times? It's ridiculous. First pitch to Sogard is outside for a ball. Arrighetti gets the next pitch going pretty quickly, and that's a swing and miss on the inside corner for strike 1. 1-1. Sogard, left-handed batter. Next pitch is a little outside. Curveball misses the mark. 2-1. Sogard batting .318. He must have a very small sample size, not too many at bats. Next pitch is a ball for a 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Arrighetti. Sogard swings and misses. This will be the first strike of the inning, first out of the inning, and second strikeout of the game for Arrighetti. It's pretty interesting. There are some of the stats they have to compare the curveball of Arrighetti to Framber Valdez as Arrighetti throws a strike to Rafaela, counts 0-1. Opponent's batting average on the curveball is 157. with Valdez is 121. Pretty crazy. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Rafaela swings and fouls that one away. Count remains 0-2. Pretty sure that I heard about why the Red Sox have the yellow and blue colors for their City Connect uniforms, but I can't quite remember why. Here comes another 0-2 pitch. And there it is, strike 3. The third strikeout for Arrighetti. All 3 back-to-back. Back-to-back-to-back. That's the 34th pitch of the game for Arrighetti. 2 outs this inning. And now he'll be facing David Hamilton. Here comes the first pitch. Just a little outside, 95 miles an hour. Hamilton batting left-handed. 257 average this season. Arrighetti has the call he wants. Here comes the pitch. That was right in there, 89 miles an hour. Looks like a changeup for strike 1. Counts even. One ball, one strike. Here comes the pitch from Arrighetti, and that one is high and outside for ball 2. 2-1. Real quiet day. The crowd is not making any noise at all. They're just sitting there. Next pitch, check swing. Did he go around? Looks like he did. Strike 2. 79 mile per hour sweeper. Yeah, he just barely got him. Hamilton calls timeout, steps out of the box. Resets the clock there. I wish I could actually see the pitch and batter clock on the screen. They don't show it. Here comes the pitch. That one's way inside and low for ball 3. That's a full count now. Here comes the full count pitch to Hamilton from Arrighetti. Just barely missed on the outside corner. That's going to be a walk, the first base runner of the game for the Red Sox. Arrighetti not happy about that. 1 runner on first base, 2 outs. Jaron Duran is up to bat. Leadoff batter. Batting .293 this year. First pitch to him is high and outside. Looked like a setup pitch to try to get Hamilton stealing. He's got 28 this year. Here comes the next pitch. That one's low for ball 2. 2-0. Little too much focus and worry about the base runner, not enough about the batter, I think. Here comes the 2-0 pitch, or Arrighetti looking to deliver, and he does. Hamilton runs. Caratini cannot make the throw. He comes up, but it comes out of his hand. He drops the ball. No throw. That'll be the 29th stolen base for Hamilton. Two balls, one strike. Umpire calls timeout. He says there's a timer violation on Arrighetti. But Arrighetti is saying that he stepped off the rubber. That's strange. That's why I want to see the pitch clock for stuff like that. I can't see if it's accurate or not. So on the 3-1 pitch, it's fouled away. Now the count is full. That was kind of weird. Arrighetti said that he had stepped off the rubber. The umpire said it was a violation. I'm not sure if those are reviewable. Maybe they're not. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Nice pitch on the outside corner, 96 miles an hour, and with the half swing from Duran, that's the 4th strikeout of the game. Arrighetti is expressing his disapproval over the situation there. Can't blame him. He had a missed strike to walk the batter, a no-throw stolen second base, a ridiculous pitch clock violation. But he was able to get out of it without giving up any hits or runs, so all is good. All is good, Arrighetti. All is good. All right. Still got about a half a dozen people listening right now. Thanks for joining. Not a whole lot going on. It's a pretty quiet game overall. The Astros have been hitting a lot of ground balls, but Alvarez did hit a line drive home run out to right center in the first inning to give the Astros the lead. But the game has been like the crowd, just incredibly quiet. And by the way, they're showing that freaking Ohtani All-Star home run again. This is the 3rd time they've shown it to me in the past not even 3 innings. In the past 2.5 innings, they've shown the same exact Ohtani All-Star home run. Ooh, his first All-Star home run. Why don't we see the first All-Star home run by an Astro or somebody else, somebody that's relevant to this game? Even a Red Sox guy would be better than this. What I think is really funny is when they show the first home run, Shohei Ohtani's first home run as a Dodger. That's a highlight? It's only a highlight for Dodgers fans. It's not a highlight for anyone else. Maybe some Japanese fans. But no one else. Absolutely no one else. Yordan Alvarez comes up to bat. 1 for 1 so far this game with a nice solo home run. Yordan Alvarez is batting .471 in Fenway Park. That's crazy. Very first pitch, he hammers it down the first baseline. It's caught on the dive by the first baseman, who tosses to the pitcher, gets the first out. One pitch, 1 out. Brad Keller is now in the game. Winkowski is out after 2 innings. He's gone. Strike 1 to Yainer Diaz. 94-mile-per-hour fastball up and in. That's pretty crazy. They had their starter in for just 2 innings. I guess they didn't want him facing Alvarez. That one's on the outside corner, looks like, for strike 2. Here comes the pitch to Diaz. Swing and a miss. Oh, no. They didn't call that one a strike. They didn't update the count on the screen. That was strange. But he swings at that one. That's going to be strike 2. 1 and 2 is the count. Right on the inside corner, curveball. Got him looking. That was a good pitch. Pretty weak at bat there for Diaz. Takes a strike. Takes a whiff at a terrible pitch inside. And then takes one for strike 3. Not impressive that time, my friend. I think that's going to move Diaz back down to almost 300 or below. He's at 302 right now. Jeremy Pena is up to bat with 2 outs. I'd love to see Pena muscle one over the fence. Get some power going. Here comes a pitch. High and inside, fouled away. Strike 1. The count is even. Thanks, guys, for joining wherever you are. We are in the top of the fourth with 2 outs. Jeremy Pena batting, 1-1 is the count. Brad Keller pitches. That was low in the zone for strike 2. Here comes the pitch from Keller. That one's fouled away over on the third base side by Pena. Count remains 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the 10th pitch from Keller. Low and away. Counts even at 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Jeremy Pena. He's in the box. Here comes the pitch. This is hit into the air out in center field. A lazy fly ball, no problem. He's got it. And this inning, just like my coffee, is over. Finished. We're going to go into the bottom of the fourth. Cruising through this game very quietly, other than that home run. But of course, for the crowd, that was a very quiet homer. Bottom of the fourth, Arrighetti will still be in the game. He's going to be facing Wilyer Abreu, Masataka Yoshida, and Rafael Devers. Whew. Yesterday I went down to the cafe and I was doing... Whoops, I still have a guy on base. Why didn't I take him off? Tisk, tisk. There we go. I was down at the cafe yesterday because of the beginning of the holiday week. Nobody, absolutely nobody, booked a single class yesterday. The only 2 classes I had late last night were with my Chinese students because they don't follow this holiday. But during the day, I usually have at least 6 classes with my Japanese students, and nobody booked a single one yesterday. And so I seized the opportunity to ride my bicycle down to the cafe and do some of my homework. That's one of the things I find interesting about Japan and China. I'm sure there are some other Asian and maybe even European or other countries that do this, but in China and Japan for sure, they give homework during the summer break. And it's not a little, it's a lot. It's seriously a lot. I can't even speak right now. It's probably because I need my second cup of weak coffee. I go to a language school here in Japan, and we're on summer break right now. In Japanese, it's called Natsuyasumi. And they loaded me up with homework. I was not expecting that. I was thinking that I was going to have an opportunity to get caught up on some of the things that I needed to get done. But that's been difficult because of all the tremendous amounts of homework. So I did that for a couple of hours yesterday. Arrighetti's back up on the mound and ready to go. He's clearing off the rubber right now. Wilyer Abreu's in the box. Here comes the first pitch of the bottom of the fourth. That one's below the zone for ball 1. 93 miles an hour. Popped out in the first inning. Here comes the second pitch. This one's hit out to left field pretty hard. It looks like it's going to go all the way to the warning track, just in front of the wall. Myers is able to get it. Alvarez wisely played that ball in the front, waiting in case it bounced off the wall. Myers had to shade his eyes to get that ball. Thought for a minute there that ball was going to go against the wall because of the way Myers was charging, but he was able to run all the way over and set himself up directly underneath it to make the catch. That was a good play by both guys. Masataka Yoshida is up to bat. First pitch to him is in there for strike 1. 0-1 with 1 out. Here comes the next pitch. This one's hit straight up and looks like it's going to be fouled back and out of play. Strike 2, 0-2, the count against Yoshida. His first at bat was a ground out. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This will be the 50th pitch of the game for Arrighetti. That one's in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-2. I didn't get to go back and check the stats of the local team, the Hiroshima Carp, yesterday. They started playing just a little before my evening classes. Wow, this is a line drive. Late swing. Right over into the crowd, just barely into the crowd there. That was dangerous. Count stays 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Right in there, strike 3. No doubter, right in the middle of the plate. 95 miles per hour. Strike 3, and that's strikeout number 5, I believe, for Arrighetti. 2 outs. If you guys know Suzuki Seiya, who plays for the Cubs, he comes from the Hiroshima Carp baseball team. Right now, they are second best in all of Japan baseball. They had a game yesterday playing Hanshin Tigers. One ball to Rafael Devers. Quickly, Arrighetti gets back up on the mound and fires a strike, a swing and a miss high in the zone. 1-1 is the count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Arrighetti looking really good. Here comes the next pitch. That one's outside by more than a foot. Ball 2, 2-1. Carp won their game 5-1 yesterday. They are now 53-40. I really want to get to one of their games this year. I haven't been yet. I'd love to go see a playoff game. That'd be great. 2 balls, 1 strike to Devers. Here comes the pitch. This one's fouled back and away for strike 2. Count is even. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch from Arrighetti. High and outside. That's going to be ball 3, full count. You know, I need some more hot water, I do. Here comes the full count pitch from Arrighetti. Strike 3, swing and a miss in the dirt. And that, my friend, will be the 6th strikeout for Arrighetti this game. 6 strikeouts in 4 innings. He's just getting better as the game progresses. He's pitching the way the Astros need him to right now because they've only got 1 run on the board after 4. The Red Sox have none. And he's got a no-hitter going through 4 innings. And the Astros starters are just looking pretty good recently. Blanco had a shaky start, but the Astros bats came alive. They were able to take that game into hand, no problem. I'm not quite sure why my chat's not working. I need to double check that. I would remind you guys, if you can, take the time to just like the video. I'd really appreciate that. If you like the Astros, you're interested in following my future live streams for the games, click on not only subscribe, but update me. Just because you subscribe doesn't mean you get updated every time there's a game or a live stream. That won't happen. You actually have to click on the bell. If you click on the subscribe tab, there's a little bell there. You click on that, and then you have to turn on notify me. And then whenever I do a live stream, it'll let you know. If you are following one of the other teams, I welcome you. Thanks for coming in. I'm not going to push you to subscribe. I'm pretty sure that you're not interested in subscribing to a team that's not your favorite. But at the very least, I'd appreciate a like, some comments, that sort of thing. For those of you who have some pocket change burning a hole in your trousers, feel free to toss me a donation at my PayPal link. That will help me pay for the subscription I need to watch these games and call them for you. I'm dealing with some expensive medications for cancer treatment, and that's why I'm spending a lot of time at home. If I'm not at the school studying, I'm here at home teaching online or calling these games, so I could really use your support. Thank you very much. The Astros have Victor Caratini coming up to bat. He's stepping in the box now against Brad Keller. First pitch is way outside for ball one. Next pitch is hit out to right field for a single. Nice. Caratini 1 for 2 so far today, with that nice little strike through the hole between second and first. One runner on first base, a leadoff runner for the Astros once again. Zach DeCinzo comes up. He grounded out in the second. He's batting .231 right now. He's only got a couple of dozen at bats. Here comes the first pitch to him. That's in the dirt. Ball one. They'll change the ball now. I really hope that I can grow the channel to the point to where it's more than covering my bills, because at that point I want to start donating to my hospital. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Outside, but swing and a miss by DeCinzo that completely fooled him. Counts even, 1-1. I'll give you guys a little bit of an update about my experience at the hospital last year in just a moment. It was pretty interesting and sad, but mostly difficult and sad. That one's outside for ball two, 2-1. Two balls, one strike, runner on first. Here comes a pitch to DeCinzo. Low and in the dirt. 3 balls, 3-1. Other than swinging at that crazy pitch outside, it's pretty good at bat for DeCinzo. He would be walked right now if not for that one swing. Should be a 4-pitch walk. Keller hasn't thrown anything in the zone. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch to DeCinzo. Keller puts that one right in there. Curveball, 85 miles an hour, strike 2, full count. I don't know how many of you have ever spent a lot of time in the hospital, but man, it's like a mixed emotions kind of thing, you know. Here comes the 19th pitch. That one's in there for strike 3, gets him looking, so I would say overall that was a terrible at-bat by DeCinzo. At first I thought he just had a good eye, but now I realize that overall that was a terrible at-bat, and the reason is because he didn't swing at the ones he should have swung at. He only swung the bat once, and that was a terrible pitch, and everything else he just took. So it's like he was taking everything and then swinging on bad stuff. So 1 out, Victor Caratini on first. Jake Myers comes up. Check swing, fouls that off for strike number 1. Keller now sitting at 20 pitches. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That one's low and away for ball 1. Count is even. Yeah, I had a blood clot in my leg, and I was hospitalized last year in Hiroshima City for 2 months. Couldn't walk. I couldn't even bathe myself. It was ridiculous. It was really terrible. Next pitch. Another check swing fouled away for strike 2. What is Myers doing? 1 ball, 2 strikes. But when I started to recover a little bit and I was able to walk around, stretch my legs a little bit, I wandered through the entire hospital. It was a very big place. And I walked through the children's ward there. Just got me thinking about some things. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Myers. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's 2 outs, so the Astros trying really hard to do what they often do and strand runners on base. So the leadoff single so far has done nothing for the Astros as Caratini camps out on first base. That'll bring up the worst batting average in the lineup. Chas McCormick batting 9th at 203 for the season. Here comes the first pitch to him. That one's up the middle, and it's going to get through for a base hit. So Chas actually comes through. And this is the funny thing about this. It seems like every time I say these disparaging comments about people like Chas and their batting average, they come through with a hit immediately. I wonder if it works with Altuve. Altuve is 0 for 2 today with 2 groundouts, 1 to shortstop, 1 to second base. So I can say, Altuve is just doing absolutely nothing today. He's my personal hero, but he's doing absolutely nothing today. He's sure not showing it. He's playing like a single A minor league player. He's not getting the job done. First pitch to him is low and away for ball 1. With runners in scoring position, Altuve is batting .358, but in keeping with efforts to try to get him to get a hit, I'm going to say, but that's not getting it done right now, is it, Altuve? Here comes the pitch. Check swing, foul ball, strike 1, 1-1. So is this one of those things where if I just complain about the Astros, they just start getting hits? I'd rather not have to do that, but come on, Altuve, let's go. 1-1 is the count with 2 outs, 2 runners on. That was right in there, in the bottom of the zone for strike 2. Altuve asked a question of the umpire. He just shakes his head no. He calls timeout, backs out, takes a break. This will be the 28th pitch for Brad Keller. Runners on first and second. Here comes the pitch. This one's hit to the right side. No, it's caught. First baseman was playing over and was able to catch it right before it bounced. That's going to be the third out of the inning, and that's going to be it for the Astros. Altuve strands 2 runners on. Yep. Don't tell me the Astros are going back to that again. I've kind of had it with them stranding runners. Here and there is understandable, but constantly is frustrating. Yeah, I don't see my chats in the log on the live stream. Let me check that again. I'm not quite sure what's going on today with that. Where is my chat? It's here somewhere. There we go. I'm going to delete it. Yep. And then I'm going to add it again. Prism chat. I don't really know what's going on with the chat. I'm going to try something else here. No. Still not working, but we got the first hit Oh my gosh. As soon as I come back, the very first pitch, Arrighetti pitches to Danny Jansen. The very first pitch at the bottom of the fifth, and he hits it over the green monster for a home run. Just like that. I kid you not, guys. The very first pitch by Arrighetti this inning just crushed out by Dominic Smith. The no-hitter is gone for Arrighetti, along with the lead. 89-mile-per-hour cutter just stayed up and hit over the sign in left field. A no-doubter. Unbelievable. Oh, I'm sorry. That was not Dominic Smith. Dominic Smith is now batting. That was to Jansen. First pitch to Smith is a strike on the outside corner. Next one is on the bottom edge of the plate for strike 2. There's nothing more disappointing than that. Got a feel for Arrighetti, but it's just a 1-1 game, so let's keep it together. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is hit up the middle. That's going to be playable for Myers. He floats back and gets it in the middle of the track, but a pretty hard hit ball there by Smith. Out number 1. Man. Come on, Arrighetti. What are you doing? I don't really know how I feel about those uniforms. Do you guys think that the Red Sox uniforms are cool, the yellow and blue? Here comes the next pitch. First pitch to Nick Sogard. That's called on the outside corner. Curveball, 79 miles an hour, strike 1. Here comes the next pitch from Arrighetti. This one's hit out to left field. Is that one going to be fair? It bounces between the wall and the foul line. That could not have been closer. There are only a few feet, maybe 3 feet, between the foul line and the wall in left field. Jordan was running over there, and that ball bounced right between there. Right between the wall and the foul line. It couldn't have been closer. That would have been an extra base hit for sure, opposite field for Sogard, but as a result, it winds up being strike 2. 0-2 is the count. Red Sox trying to do something here. Arrighetti needs to shut him down. He does with that pitch. Swing and a miss. High fastball, 94 miles an hour. Strike 3. Man, dangerous. Two outs. Ceddanne Rafaela is the batter, and the first pitch to him is off the plate for ball 1. 1-0. Rafaela struck out in the 3rd inning. Here comes the next pitch, and that one's good on the inside corner to even the count 1-1. Here comes the next pitch. That one is, wow. Lucky call there, strike 2, but that curveball on the inside corner really looked like it missed by about 2 inches, but the umpire took a liking to it. He gave Rafaela the what. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch with 2 outs. Fouled back. Caratini pounds his glove. He was hoping to get that one. Count remains 1-2. Arrighetti here looking to pick up his 8th strikeout. There comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. He's got it. Strikeout number 8. So right now, through the last 3 games, the last 2 and then this one, Arrighetti has 28 strikeouts. He's on pace to get his 10 for this game. and have 30 strikeouts over 3 games. That's great. Just disappointing that he gave up the long ball. That's been the tell of the game so far. The only scores or runs for either team have been solo home runs. Otherwise, not much doing. The Astros have gotten runners on base. They do have 4 hits, but as usual, they're stranding them. That home run is the only hit for the Red Sox this game. Their only other base runners have been on base with walks. I can't get the live chat going. I don't know why. If you guys see the orange block in the middle of the screen, that's supposed to be the live chat showing on the screen. For some reason, it's not working. Trying to figure out why that live stream chat is not working. Still on break right now. All right, looks like we're ready to go. Alex Bregman is coming up to bat. Yordan Alvarez on deck, and Yainer Diaz in the hole. First pitch to Bregman is low and outside in the dirt, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. On the inside corner, strike 1. Bregman didn't like it, but it was right on the edge. 1-1, 2 ground outs for Bregman today. One of them hit really hard. Here comes the next pitch. This is grounded foul down the third baseline. That'll be strike 2, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. That one's low and away for ball 2, 2-2. Brad Keller now up to 33 pitches with this delivery. That one's also down and in the dirt. Full count on Alex Bregman. No outs. And here comes the pitch. Outside, ball 4. Astros have another leadoff runner with no outs. Caratini had a hit last inning. Nothing came of it. Astros proceeded to come up and strand him like nobody's business. It's pretty crazy. Pena, Bregman, and Alvarez all batting over 400. Last 4 or 5 games at Fenway Park. Crazy. Here comes the pitch to Yordan. 94 right in the middle of the zone. Wow, he didn't swing at that one. Strike 1. Yordan took forever to get to 20, and now he's up to 23 really quickly. This one's down the line. They're going to say it's foul. Ripped down the first baseline. A diving catch by the first baseman to make a good play, but to no avail. That'll be strike 2. 0-2 is the count. Bregman back to first. Let's see if he can straighten one of those out. Put another one over the wall, Yordan. That'd be great. Here comes the pitch from Keller. Low part of the zone, just barely clipped the bottom part, but the ump laid off. That'll be ball 1. That was a dangerous pitch to be taking with 2 strikes. 1-2 is the count. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. This one's hit hard down the first base line, but they say that one's foul too. That pitch was crushed by Alvarez. Another repeat down the first baseline. But it got past the first baseman that time. That looks like that was fair. His gloves is what caused it to go out. Jordan calls timeout. Jordan thought that was a fair ball. Right before it got to the bag, it went off of Smith's glove and went out. It looked fair to me. It looked like that was caused to go out by his glove. But what do I know? Here comes the next pitch. That evens up the count 2-2 with a ball inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jordan Alvarez. Alex Bregman on first, no outs. This will be the 40th pitch of the game for Brad Keller. This one's hit hard to right field. Is it going to get out there? It is. It's gone. He does it again. Alvarez puts that one about 15 feet deep into the right field stands on full count. The Astros retake the lead with a 2-run shot. Jordan Alvarez with all 3 RBIs so far this game. 106.2 miles an hour off the bat, 422 feet. 2 home run games so far for Alvarez. Absolutely insane. Multi-home runs, Astros all time. Jordan is number 3 on that list already with 19. Yainer Diaz is up to bat. First pitch to him is fouled away for strike 1. I need to take my base runner off. Jordan drove him in. So Jordan not letting me down with stranding base runners today, that's for sure. That was a good curveball in the zone. Diaz couldn't connect, but he tried. 0-2. Still no outs. Astros up 3-1. Swing and a miss on a terrible pitch, low and away. That was a terrible at-bat by Diaz. I think Diaz's average now is going to be back below 300 with that one. Over 3 today is Diaz. No, I'm sorry. 1 for 3. Wow. Jeremy Pena is up to bat. First pitch to him is a little low for ball 1. 1-0. Next pitch, right in the zone for a fastball. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1-1. 24 home runs now for Alvarez. Got a ways to go so you can catch up with Ohtani, my friend. 1-1 pitch to Pena. This is grounded to short. He's going to have to play it quick to get Pena. He does. That's out number 2. Victor Caratini's coming up to bat. Caratini probably batting left-handed here. And he is. Here comes the first pitch to him. That's low for ball 1. That pitch to Alvarez was kind of up and in. He had to pull the bat and muscle it into right field. Really good hit. Caratini did have a leadoff single in the 5th last inning. He takes another pitch for a ball, 2-0. Caratini had a long ball the other day. This one's hit hard to right field. That's going to be another single. Line drive right through the gap between first and second. Same exact hit, basically, that he had last inning. Caratini having a really good day getting on base. Man, if he had been on base before Alvarez, that would have been great. I'm loving it, guys. Victor Caratini's batting average is just Shy of 280. He's getting up there, man. He's just getting better and better. Can you imagine if 4 Astros are batting over 300? That would be amazing. Right now, they're leading with 3 batters over 300. Yankees have 2. Zach DeCenzo comes up. He grounded out and struck out his previous at-bats. Now he's got a runner on first with 2 outs. Let's see if he can do anything here. Here comes the first pitch. Ground to third. It's going to be knocked down by the third baseman, but he has no play. Astros are going to be safe at first and second. They probably will not charge that one as an error. That was a backhanded play. He had to backhand it right on the line. Even if he had caught it, he probably wouldn't have had a play at first base. There was definitely no play at second. Yep, they gave the base hit to DeCenzo. So Astros had runners on first and second with 2 outs. Jake Myers, the powerhouse. Jake Myers comes up to bat. First pitch to him, fouled away, swing and miss. Low part of the zone there, 92 miles an hour. Jake stretching, shaking it out. I hope he's got his eye on the green monster out in left field. And that would just destroy the fans. I mean, they've been quiet anyway, but this would just shut them down if they could score some more runs here. Check swing, did he go? They say he did. He shakes his head, calls timeout, steps out of the box. Not so sure about that one. I'd like to see a replay. Nevertheless, it's strike 2, 0-2 to Myers. 2 outs, 2 runners on, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Keller. This will be his 53rd of the game. Long delay. That was low in the dirt, bounces. Catcher makes a good catch. That's what catchers do. Good catchers make good catches because that's what catchers do. Catchers catch. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jake Myers. Keller back on the mound here. He's got the call he wants. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, curveball, strike 3. Got him swinging. That was dirty stuff. Why would you do that to Jake Myers? You know he's going to come back and get revenge. Just when you least expect it. Near the end of the game, Myers is going to come back. I saw the look he was giving the pitcher. He's going to make the Red Sox pay later. So that's it for the Astros in the top of the 6th, but they come away with 2 more runs on Yordan Alvarez's second home run of the game. All 3 runs for the Astros have been driven in by Alvarez's long ball. Solo in the first, 2-run shot in the 6th. 7 hits for the Astros, no errors. The Red Sox with 1 run on 1 hit. Another solo home run shot. 3-1 going into the bottom of the 6th. David Hamilton is due up to bat for the Red Sox, followed by Jaron Duran and Wilyer Abreu. Pretty interesting game. Not a high-scoring affair right now. I kind of want to move my camera down. It's blocking. There we go. Oh, that's better. There we go. That's good. Maybe I can tilt it a little. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. It's blocking a little bit of my screen. I have the screen right here, and the camera is down here. Right. But it was blocking just a little bit of the data, and I have to constantly, if you keep seeing me going and looking up like that, I'm trying to look over the camera to see the information on the screen. But unfortunately, this TV is attached to the stand, something I didn't do, so I can't raise it up. I have to just try to push my camera stand down to get it out of the way. All right, got the runners updated on the bases. They're showing, wow, that's a vintage picture. Ken Caminiti. Is that who that is? First pitch to David Hamilton's on the way. He shows bunt. Takes the ball for 1-0 count. Second pitch, fouled away. 93-mile-per-hour fastball. 72 pitches now for Arrighetti. Other than that solo home run, he's had a phenomenal game so far. Timeout taken by the batter, Hamilton. Arrighetti walks off the mound, walks around. I feel jealous seeing Arrighetti's long hair. I used to have really long hair. Oh, I see. Umpire calls it timeout. The scoreboard out in left field at the Green Monster, one of the numbers fell off. There was some trash also out there. Jake Myers went out there and picked the trash up. San Francisco's score fell off the board. They had to run away with it. I guess I'll fix it later. This one's hit hard to right field. McCormick's running and has the catch. Scary hit there. Could have been an easy double. But McCormick was able to get over and make the play in time for the first out of the inning. Yeah, man. These highlights are... Wow, those highlights are vintage for me. I was a kid. Ken Caminiti. I remember collecting his baseball cards along with the other Astros. First pitch to Jarren Duran is a curveball in the outside corner. It could have gone either way, but the ump said, I like it. Strike one. 0-1 is the count. 75th pitch of the game for Arrighetti. It's fouled away for strike two. 0-2. Arrighetti Spaghetti has 8 strikeouts for this game. He's got 2 strikes here on Duran. He's going for his 9th of the game. He just needs 2 more to get to 10. Let's see if he can do it. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the outside corner, low and away. Strikeout number 9. That's 2 strikeouts of Duran this game. 9 overall. Arrighetti is just sitting them down. That's the kind of pitch I always wanted to be able to throw when I was in high school. I tried, but I didn't have a pitching coach, so I never figured out how to do it. That pitch is beautiful. 80 miles per hour. Spinner right in the bottom of the zone. Strike one to Wilyer Abreu. But that changeup that Arrighetti threw to get that strikeout, he's a right-hander, and when he threw it, it curved to the outside. Instead of curving in like a curveball, it curved to the outside. That's the pitch I really wanted to throw because I didn't see many of those as a batter. I wanted to be able to do that, and I just couldn't figure it out. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one's hit down the side. Wow, that was a great play by a guy in the crowd. There was a line drive foul down the right side. The ball girl missed it, and the ball bounced up next to the stands, and a guy just reached out and grabbed it with one hand. Everybody around cheered like he was a hero. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Wilyer Abreu. Arrighetti has a chance to get his 10th strikeout right here. Here comes the pitch. This one is grounded a foul down the first base line again. Count remains 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Here comes the pitch from Arrighetti. Swing and a miss right in there. Fastball, 95 miles an hour. That's the 10th strikeout. So the last 2 starts and today, Arrighetti has 10 strikeouts, 10, 10, and 10. He is on fire right now. 30 strikeouts in 3 games. That's awesome. And it's just the end of the 6th inning. It's not likely that he'll be in the game much longer, if at all. But 10 strikeouts, 1 hit on that solo home run. If not for that home run, he'd have a no-hitter going right now. That's pretty great. Pretty great. What? That's pretty great. What? Seems we've got about 7 or 8 listening in right now. Thanks, guys, for joining. I appreciate it. I've got 6 likes on the video. If you could really help me out, I would appreciate it. Please like the video if you can, whether you're listening in on your phone, your tablet, your computer. If you have just a moment to help me out by clicking like. I wasn't able to get to 10 likes on my video yesterday while I was live streaming. I would love to get to 10 likes on this one during the live stream. That would be great. I was easily able to surpass that mark with each of the 3 Texas Rangers games that I did the play-by-play for the other day. The reason is because the views on those games were just astronomical. I'm not quite sure why, but my views just took off for those games. I had no less than 450 views on each of those, and one of those had close to 700 views. At one point I had about, I think, 36 to 40 people watching simultaneously. But on these Red Sox games between yesterday and today, I haven't had more than about, I'd say, 10 max viewing simultaneously. So these games just haven't been pulling as many people for some reason, despite being Friday and Saturday games. Now, I will say that the Rangers games didn't really take off until the end of the 6th, the beginning of the 7th inning. Chas McCormick is up to bat. Brad Keller is still on the mound. He takes a pitch out of the zone for ball 1. Quickly, Brad Keller goes into the pitch for the next one, and it's another one out of the zone for ball 2. The next pitch, it was inside and low, but called strike 1, so the count's 2-1 against McCormick. Here comes the next pitch. High in the zone, curveball, but they call that strike 2, 2-2. McCormick has taken 4 straight pitches. He did get a hit last at bat after I criticized him for being a terrible batter this year. McCormick is doing nothing. He's no good. Let's see if he hits it. No, he strikes out. It didn't work that time. Swing and a miss for strike 3. McCormick reverts back to his old ways. His batting average has come up a little bit, though. It was at 203. Now it's at 206. It was at 207, but that at bat caused it to come back down. My personal hero, Jose Altuve, in all his glory, is up to bat. 60th pitch, bounced in the dirt, goes all the way to the backstop. I don't know what's going on there. Altuve walks back and talks to the umpire about something, pointing back behind the wall. Not quite sure what that's about, but 1 ball, no strikes. Here comes the pitch. High fastball, fouled back. 1-1 is the count against Altuve. Altuve is over 3 today. I need my little man there to get a hit. Here comes the next pitch. This one's hit into, well, it's a broken bat. It's not going to get anywhere. It's going to be a little fly out, little pop out to shortstop. That could have been a hit. It was going to be right in the gap because of the broken bat. It didn't go anywhere. Unfortunately, Altuve goes down for the second out. That brings up Alex Bregman. And here comes the first pitch to him. That one's way inside for ball 1. I never changed the pitcher from Winkowski to Keller. That pitch is right in there, 93 miles an hour in the middle of the zone, strike 1. That evens the count. Jordan is on deck if Bregman is able to get on. Next pitch is way off the plate. Ball 2, 2-1. 93 miles an hour, completely missed the mark there. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Bregman. This one's hit pretty well to center field. That's going to go to the wall. It's gone. It floats over the wall in center field. Alex Bregman has a solo shot. to tack on another run for the Astros. It's 4-1. That was a very quiet hit, man. Some of these Bregman home runs recently have just fooled me. 423 feet to center field, 105.3 off the bat. Curveball. No, that was a slider right in the middle of the plate. The pitcher didn't even look. As soon as it was hit, he didn't look. Right over the fence in center field. That brings up Jordan, who has another opportunity to put one out. Jordan himself has 2 home runs this game. All of the Astros runs have come on homers. 2 from Jordan, 1 from Bregman. 4-1, the Astros are leading with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. 1-1 is the count against Alvarez as he takes a ball. Here comes the next pitch from Keller. Outside for ball 2, 2-1. 96 miles an hour. He's throwing a little bit harder to Alvarez. Here comes the 2-1 pitch, the 70th of the game for Keller. A little outside, ball 3. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. That one's in the dirt, ball 4. Keller wasn't putting anything really close to hittable for Alvarez there. Probably didn't want a third home run from the big guy. Alvarez on first base. That brings up Yainer Diaz. Diaz has 1 hit this game. His last at bat was less than stellar. Here comes the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Fastball in the outside corner. Strike 1. Most 3-hit games by catchers in a 40-game span in the past 123 years. Yainer Diaz is in the top 8 of that list. That's pretty crazy. That one is outside for ball 1. The count is even. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Diaz. This one's hit straight at the shortstop. It goes to second to force Alvarez and end the inning. But because of Bregman's solo shot, the Astros extend their lead a little bit. 4-1 is the score. Astros leading going into the bottom of the 7th. Arrighetti walks out to the mound. He'll be back up shortly facing Masataka Yoshida, followed by Rafael Devers and Danny Jansen. Nice to see the Astros bats doing something. I have mixed feelings about it, though, because the Astros haven't been hitting the long ball very much. And they've also been stranding quite a few runners. This game, they're hitting the long ball, but they're not getting a lot of hits. They have 3 home runs. I think a total of 9 hits now. Let me take a look. 8 hits, I'm sorry. The Astros have 8 hits. 3 of those are home runs. And their only runs come on homers. Without those home runs, the Astros would have no runs at all right now. And I find that also unacceptable. They need to be driving in some of these guys they leave on base. But I'm still happy to see them hitting the long ball. That's great, especially Jordan with 2. Absolutely wonderful. Spencer Arrighetti will be facing Yoshida in just a moment. I hope you guys are able to join tomorrow. I'll take this opportunity to let you know that I'll be doing the game tomorrow as well. The Astros at Red Sox, Game 3. I believe that's going to be an afternoon game too. Maybe it starts even earlier than this game. Let me take a quick look and see. Okay, well, this is really unbelievable, guys, but Yosta just came up to bat, the first batter of the inning in the bottom of the 7th. Arrighetti throws the very first pitch, and Yoshida hits a home run to right field. I kid you not. The exact same thing that happened in the bottom of the 5th. The very first pitch of the inning. 88 miles per hour, cutter in the lower part of the zone, and hit out to right field for a solo shot. Arrighetti has given up 2 solo home runs on the very first pitch of 2 separate innings. Absolutely unbelievable. I am speechless. Taylor Scott is now going in the bullpen. Strike 1 on Rafael Devers, who swings missing. Swings at that one hard. First pitch to him was a ball while I was ranting about that opening pitch by Arrighetti. 1-1. Here comes the next pitch. Strikes. Another swing and a miss. Devers loses his helmet on that one. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Umpire calls a timeout. He comes out and says something to Arrighetti. Something about watching the batter or something. Didn't quite get it. Can't hear the audio, so I don't know. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the 11th strikeout for Arrighetti. So he gives up a home run on the very first pitch to Yoshida. And the very first batter after that comes back with a strikeout. 96 mile per hour fastball on the outside corner. Man. Coach makes a call. He might be bringing in the reliever sometime soon. Danny Jansen's up to bat. Fastball in the upper part of the zone. Strike 1. 95 miles an hour. 0-1. This is the 88th pitch for Arrighetti. Right in the zone again. Fastball 95. A little low, but in the zone for strike 2. Jansen is the other guy who had the solo home run on the very first pitch of the 5th inning. Strike 3. 3 straight pitch strikeout for Arrighetti. Matches his career high with 12 strikeouts. High fastball gets him swinging. First one was high in the zone. Second was low in the zone. Third one is high swinging strikeout. 96 miles an hour. Oh, 95 on that one, I'm sorry. Next pitch is 95 miles per hour to Dominic Smith on the outside corner, strike 1. 90 pitches now. 2 outs. Arrighetti seems to be throwing and acting aggressively here. He probably is very angry about that home run. 0-1. Smith took a timeout. He steps back into the box now. Here comes the pitch. Strike on the inside corner. 96 miles per hour heater. Whew. 0-2. If he gets this strikeout here, this will be his career high. 13. There comes the pitch. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Got him looking. 94 miles per hour. Dominic Smith continued to stand in the box like that was not a strikeout. Arrighetti and Diaz jawing about it. But that was clearly a strike right on the inside of that outer edge. Strikeout number 13 for Spencer Arrighetti, a career high, beating his previous best. by 1 strikeout. 13 strikeouts, 7 innings completed by Arrighetti, giving up 2 runs on 2 solo shots in the very first pitches of the 5th and 7th inning. The Astros lead 4-2. A 2-hitter. That's pretty crazy. Spencer Arrighetti has a 2-hitter going through 7 innings, but he's given up 2 runs. They were both solo shots in the very first pitches of the innings. I wish that he had those pitches back, and I'm sure he does too. Astros with 8 hits, Boston with 2. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Yeah, this game, I don't know if it's because it's Boston or what. I mean, Boston's a large market. They have quite a bit of fans, and there are plenty of Astros fans. It just makes me wonder why there aren't as many people interested in this game as there were in the Rangers series, because right now we got, it looks like 7 people. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you being here. The more the merrier. My like count on the stream is just 7. Please take a moment to like the video if you can. Trying to get to at least 10. It seems the game yesterday and today against the Red Sox, it just hasn't been a very popular view like the Rangers series was. So every little bit can help me with this stream. So I hope you guys can like the video at least to help me out. That would be great. Going into the top of the 8th, Zach Kelly is in now, replacing Keller. He'll be facing Jeremy Pena, Victor Caratini, and Zach DeCenzo. Here comes the first pitch from Kelly. That one's in the upper inner part of the zone for strike 1, 96-mile-per-hour fastball. There comes the second pitch to Pena. Swinging fouled away. 97-mile-per-hour fastball. Don't have any good pictures of Zach Kelly to update on the screen. Next pitch is taken way inside for ball 1, 1-2 against Pena. Astros up by 2, 4-2. It'd be nice for them to get some insurance runs here, though. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Kelly. 98 miles an hour, but a little too high and outside the zone. That'll be ball 2. 2-2 is the count. Here comes the 5th pitch of the game for Kelly. Pena hits that one high into right center. The center fielder is over. He'll take it for out number 1. Victor Caratini due up in just a moment. Two hits for Caratini today, 2 singles. Having a pretty good day. Here comes the first pitch from Kelly to Caratini. 99 miles an hour, foul tip, swing and miss. I'm going to try to change the pitcher picture. Get Caratini in there, or Kelly rather. Whoops, I hit the wrong button there. Now I'm opening my video editor. Well, no balls, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch to Caratini. Another 98-mile-per-hour fastball, but this one up out of the zone for ball 1. Zach Kelly. There we go. Got that updated on the screen. This one is hit into right field. But that's going to carry just long enough for the right fielder to make the play. Caratini is put away for the second out of the inning. Did put the ball on it. Almost got himself another single. Zach DeCenzo is up to bat. So it's Zach versus Zach. Zach Kelly pitching to Zach DeCenzo. First pitch is outside for ball one. I think DeCenzo looks a little bit like Yul Brynner. Here comes the next pitch. Fouled away for strike one. 1-1. 2 outs, no runners on here in the top of the 8th. DeCenzo, who actually does have 1 hit in this game, batting .267 so far with the Astros over just the past few games. Here comes the next pitch. Right in there. 98 miles an hour in the middle of the zone for strike 2. Madness. I know it's a fastball, but man, right in the middle of the zone, you got to swing at that, right? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. This one's hit hard. It might be his first home run. Is it over? Yes, it is over the Green Monster. Zach DeCenzo crushes a fastball right down the middle just after getting the same pitch. He crushes it over the Monster for a solo shot. The Astros put another run on the board with home run. It's 5-2. Astros. 437 feet, 106.7 miles an hour off the bat. That's his first MLB homer. The Astros are ignoring him like nothing has happened. Let's see if they attack him. He's not getting congratulated at all. They're just ignoring him. And now they get on him and congratulate him. I've seen the Astros do that before. They all gave him the cold shoulder, and then suddenly they're all congratulating him. He's laughing. I think he's embarrassed about that. That's hilarious. I love that. Good sportsmanship there. Good fun. Wow. Jake Myers fouls the first one off for strike 1. The next one's low for ball 1. 1-1. Nice, strong line drive out to left field, just winning the crowd. Man, that's great. Absolutely great. I'm glad to see DeCenzo get that home run. He needs it. We need it. Team needs it. 98 miles an hour on the outside corner, but that's just outside. Ball 2, 2-1. Two and one. Here's a pitch to Myers. Myers still biding his time as he swings and fouls that one away. 2-2. That was actually a changeup. It went out of the park. That's the longest hit of the day. They just show the replay of them ignoring him. That was funny. I love it when the Astros do that. It's hilarious. 2-2. Pitch to Jake Myers. Swing and a miss. 98 upstairs. Myers continues to bide his time, hoping for a bat later on in the 9th inning. But I hope he doesn't get an opportunity unless the Astros just start hitting the ball like crazy in the 9th. Myers hasn't done anything today, it looks like. He is 0 for 4 for the day. And Myers and Pena and Altuve, sadly, these are the only guys without hits today. But Altuve will have another chance to get a hit. He'll be due up in the top of the 9th. McCormick, then Altuve, and then Bregman. Man, the Astros are pretty insane today. 2 home runs from Jordan, 1 home run from Bregman, 1 home run from the new guy, Zach DeCenzo, his first MLB homer. That's excellent stuff right there. It's unlikely that Arrighetti will still be on the mound, but we'll see. Nick Sogard is coming up to bat for the Red Sox in the start of the bottom of the 8th, followed by Ceddanne Rafaela and David Hamilton. All of these teams who have these silly little things, like the Mariners have the trident. Whenever they hit a home run, they give them the trident. They carry the trident in the dugout. Some of the teams have like a big hat or something. They have these nonsensical things. But the Astros do not do those things. And I like it. I like that they don't have some kind of stupid gimmick like that. Some kind of nonsense. One of the teams has like a jacket or something. They put a jacket on that looks really dumb. Nonsense. The Astros tend to do things that are funnier anyway. 9 hits for the Astros and 5 runs. 2 hits for the Red Sox and 2 runs. 5-2 in the bottom of the 8th. Brian Abreu is up now in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch to Nick Sogard. If they would stop showing highlights and let me see the game. Second pitch is a strike. I don't know what the first one was. I didn't get to see it. They were showing highlights. First pitch was a ball, so the count is 1-1. Here comes the next pitch. Curveball outside, ball 2, 2-1. Brian Abreu. I've got his picture in the folder for sure. Can update that. Next pitch from Abreu is on the way. That's in there for strike 2. That was a little high and outside, but the ump had a preference for it, looks like. Ryan Abreu updated that. Next pitch is right in there for a strike. Nick Sogard complaining to the umpire, but not about that one. That one was right in there. It must have been the pitch before that. But it is what it is. Can't change it. He goes down on strikes. 1 out. First pitch to Rafaela is hit between third and short. Pena and Bregman are not able to get to it. Jordan scoops it up and throws it into second. That's going to be a base hit for Rafaela. I'm sorry, Hamilton. That was not updated on the screen. David Hamilton. I'm sorry, that was right. Man, I wish the delay on this screen would work correctly. Sometimes it delays and sometimes it goes too fast. Hamilton is now batting. Rafaela was the one with the single. He's on first base now. First pitch to Hamilton is just off the outside edge for ball 1. Let's put Hamilton on first there, or Rafaela rather. 1 ball, no strikes to Hamilton. Here comes the pitch. Fouled out of play on the left side. That was a 95-mile-per-hour fastball on the outside edge. Only 3 people watching right now. They must not be interested in this game, but it's not a sure game. I mean, it's just 4-2 in the bottom of the 8th. It seems like more people should be watching. Not quite sure what's going on here. Pick move over to first base. Almost got Rafaela, looks like. He was just barely back. Gonna have to get these views up, guys, these watch hours and these subscribers. I'm gonna have to get all these numbers up to justify keeping the channel. I'm still under experimental mode right now. Next pitch to Abreu is hit out to left field. Bregman is over. Looks like he's gonna be able to play it, and he does. Catches it in foul territory for out number 2. Hamilton goes down on a foul ball. That brings up Jaron Duran. 2 outs, runner on first base. Brian Abreu dealing. If you guys are interested in seeing my channel continue, please be sure to do what you can to help me. First pitch to Duran is strike on the outside corner, 96 miles per hour fastball. I need likes and subs and comments and views, watch hours. All of those things help me improve my channel and do better. Duran shoots one to left field, and that's going to break the gap between Bregman and Pena. He gets a single out in left field, and that's going to move Rafaela all the way over to third base. So with 2 outs, the Red Sox have runners on the corners. So Abreu has 2 outs, but now he's got 2 base runners on the corners. This is more action on the bases than the Red Sox have had the entire game. Now it's going to be Abreu versus Abreu. Brian Abreu pitching to Wilyer Abreu. Wilyer Abreu is over 3 today. Here comes the first pitch. Curveball a little low in the zone. Ball 1. The crowd is making a little bit of cheering noises now. First time in the whole game, I believe. Here comes the pitch. Runner's going to second. They're going to let him go. That's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now runners on first and second. There was not even an attempt at a throw there by Caratini. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. A little high, ball 2. 87 miles per hour, just missing the zone by a couple of inches. Astros have no one warming up in the bullpen right now. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That one's hit hard into right field. Is that going to be playable? Nope, it's going to bounce. That's going to score 2 runs. That's going to make it a 5-4 game. So with that single out to right field, the Red Sox pull within 1 run. Brian Abreu trying to give up Spencer Arrighetti's great game right now with all these base runners, all these hits. So one of those things that I was talking about so many times over the past several weeks, the Astros openers have been doing such a great job out on the mound to get the Astros into the 6th and 7th inning. Relievers come in and just start giving up runs, and because the Astros don't normally score, at least lately, they have not been scoring many runs. Just giving up a couple of runs can mean the difference in winning or losing the game. But the Astros here were up 5-2, up by 3 runs. And in less than 1 inning, Abreu has already let the Red Sox get 2 runs and come within 1 of tying the game. Yoshida is up to bat now. He had a solo home run on the very first pitch of the 7th inning. The second batter to do that to Arrighetti. 1 runner on first, 2 outs. Brian Abreu dealing to Yoshida. Here comes the pitch. High fly ball, the very first pitch. Bregman's got it in the foul territory. He takes it for out number 3. Thankfully, the Astros get out of that, but they're only up by 1 now. Abreu, a disappointing outing there. That's not the kind of Abreu that I like to see. I like to see the ice-cold, strike them out, shut them down Abreu, and not the give up multiple hits and multiple run Abreu. That's no good. Very disappointing. Pitchers like Abreu are supposed to be just ice cold, you know, the kind of scary pitcher you don't want to see when you come to bat. Let's see here. Do I have more than 7 likes? Still not. Still sitting on 7 likes. Wow. Unbelievable. This live stream has been stuck on 7 likes, I think, for the past hour. I guess the people who are watching right now have already liked the live stream. The good thing is that I have 49 subscribers now. I'm just one away. If you guys are interested in more Astros live streams, please, subscribe. It would be awesome to get to 50 subscribers today. That's something that I wasn't expecting to happen. I just noticed that. That would be great. If you like the Astros and you're interested in following, please do subscribe. Give me that 50th subscriber. That would be great. But also, I'd love to have 3 more likes for this live stream. Getting up to just 10 would be excellent, for the simple fact that the Red Sox Astros live stream doesn't seem to be very popular at all. Did pretty well on the Dodgers Astros live stream. That was one of my first ones. And despite being a new channel, I'm still a new channel. This is only like my 21st live stream video. But despite being a new channel, those views were not bad. But unfortunately, the Texas Rangers live stream, which was great and just really looked hopeful for the future, has been followed up with not too many views on this one. So just a simple like on the video, a comment, would really help out. I appreciate you in advance. Chris Martin is on the mound for the Red Sox. He's going to be facing Chas McCormick here in the top of the 9th. First pitch to him is right in the middle, 94 miles an hour, swing and a miss. Chris Martin. 0-1 pitch on the way. That one's about a foot outside for ball 1, 1-1. I think I can change the pitcher here to Chris Martin. I think I can get that done. Next pitch to McCormick's on the way. This one's hit to right field. Right fielder's running over to get it. He tries to make the play at the wall, but he's unable to do it. The ball bounces up. A guy in the crowd grabs it. That's going to be strike 2. 1-2. There we go. Got it updated for you guys. That was really close to a home run. I didn't realize that. That was crazy. That right field area is very short. There's an angle out there with the pole way over on the side. Chas takes this one for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. How far is that from home plate to that pole out in right field? It doesn't look far at all. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. Swing and miss, a little foul tip, but caught by the catcher. That's going to be strike 3. McCormick complaining about something as he goes to the dugout, but you can just go sit down, my friend. You're disappointing this season. The boos start. That means that my personal hero is coming up to bat, Jose Altuve. He's 0 for 4 today with a line out in the 7th. Batting .300 for the season. He needs to preserve that right here with a hit. Fouls that one away. 91 miles an hour. Sails off into the first base side crowd. 0-1. Jose. Let's see it hit. Come on. Next pitch is outside. Ball 1, 1-1. 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Another solo home run would be great right here. Altuve did have one yesterday that was excellent, a 2-run shot, way up over the monster. This one's fouled back. Altuve shakes his head. He's a little disappointed with that. Strike 2, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch to Altuve. That one's in the dirt. Ball 2. 89 miles an hour. Even count. Altuve got his batting average up to as high as I think 310. But he's had a little bit of a cold streak recently. Now he's back down to 300. Next pitch is fouled back. Count stays 2-2. It's almost 7:30 in the morning here. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This one's hit hard. Line drive caught by Devers at third base. He robs Altuve of a base hit. That one was so close. He ripped it. He gave it a good ride. But it was right to Devers, who just had to quickly turn to his right and nab it. Unfortunately, no hit for Altuve today. He has an 0 for 5 game, and his average is now under 300 at 299. Bregman is up. Bregman did have a solo home run, so he's got a good big hit this game. First pitch to him is actually high and outside the zone, called strike 1. That was unbelievable. Umpire just wants to go home, I guess. 0-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch from Martin. That one's outside by a good few inches, ball 1. One ball, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch from Martin. Inside corner, strike 2. No doubter on that one. Bregman takes timeout. Few extra moments to walk around, not do anything special, just think about the next pitch, I guess. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. Here's the pitch. This one's hit high in the right field. It's going to sail out of play. Count remains 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Once again, here's the 1-2 pitch to Bregman. Fouled back. We're going to have another 1-2 count pitch. Yordan Alvarez is on deck. It would be nice for Bregman to get on base here. Give Yordan another chance. Here comes the pitch. Fouled away again. Count remains 1-2. Yeah, the game tomorrow, oh my gosh, that game tomorrow is much earlier. It's going to be at 2:35 in the morning for me. Bregman gets another hit right up the middle between shortstop and second, just to the left of the bag. So the Astros are going to have another base runner for Yordan. Bregman gets on first. Yordan Alvarez comes up to bat and gets another chance to create some magic here in the top of the 9th. Let's see if they pitch to him. Coach is in for a meeting at the mound. Infield is in chatting with the pitcher. Josh Hader in the bullpen warming up for the Astros. 10 hits for the Astros now, 5 runs. 4 runs on just 5 hits for the Red Sox. Three RBIs and 2 home runs for Yordan Alvarez this game. Let's make it 3, Yordan. Here comes the pitch from Martin. 93 right on the inside of the zone. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. Way inside. Ball 1. almost a year ago, or almost 2 years ago, Jordan hit 3 home runs against the A's in one of those games. This one's hit hard to right field line. Is it going to get out? It's just barely foul. It was called foul. They're going to have to look at it. That was ripped into the stands on the right side. They're looking right now to see if that one was fair or foul. That is close right there. That might be another 2-run shot by Alvarez. I want to see that replay. Show me the replay. Whoo, that was close. A line drive shot right down there. Oh, it's just barely foul. It almost hit that foul pole. It reminds me of that Bregman almost home run. Oh my gosh, that was close. Alvarez just within about an inch of getting his 3rd home run of the game. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. 1-2 is the count. Martin probably, his heart beating in his chest. He's about to deliver the 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Bregman is stealing. Jordan pops this one up out to left field. Devers is over to make the play in foul territory, so the Red Sox avoid a bullet. Jordan just barely misses his 3rd home run. Wow, absolutely amazing. He got around just a little too early. That porch out in right field in Boston is so short. My gosh, that was nuts. Man, Astros really needed that one. That would have put them up by 3 runs again. We're going to the bottom of the 9th, guys, with the Astros up 5-4. Looks like we're going to have Josh Hader on the mound. I will go ahead and update that on the screen. Josh Hader. There we go. I need to change his name. He is not Brian Abreu. As long as Hader can avoid the long ball, the Astros should be all right. So, fingers crossed, right? There we go. Everything is updated. Let's get back to the TV screen here. Hader should be facing Rafael Devers, Danny Jansen, and Dominic Smith, unless there are some pinch hitting changes. We'll see. Can't imagine that they'll be replacing Devers. My guess is that they won't be. But Devers has no hits this game. Jansen has 1 home run, solo home run. And Dominic Smith has no hits. 2 strikeouts. Actually, between these 3 guys, they've got 5 strikeouts. Devers has 2, Jansen has 1, Smith has 2. Hader is in 50.1 innings with a 3.75 ERA. He does have a lot of saves going on right now. First pitch against Devers, swing and miss, high fastball. Strike 1. 95 miles an hour. Still thinking about that Jordan almost home run. Here comes the pitch. Another high fastball, 98 miles an hour. Pretty fast in there. Fouled back for strike 2. Jordan is now out of the game. Dubon is out in left field. Oh and 2. Here's the pitch from Hader. Devers swings this out to left field. Is it going to get to the wall? It's off the wall. It's going to be a double. Myers plays it off the wall. Double for Devers. Lead off with no outs. So Hader starts off the bottom of the ninth by getting into trouble. 97-mile-per-hour sinker, but it didn't have the movement. It was in the outer upper part of the zone, just in a good spot for Devers to hit. First hit of the game for him. Jansen is up now. First pitch is outside for ball one. Man, this is a tight game right now. Crowd is cheering a little bit. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 97 miles an hour on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Only 3 people watching the live stream right now are listening in. I appreciate you being here, but I'm disappointed that more people aren't paying attention to this game. 98 miles per hour, way inside. Hader almost hits Jansen. That'll be ball 2. Crowd is booing. If I were there, I would boo too, even though I'm an Astros fan. I want Hader to do a little better than that. 2-1 is the count. No outs, runner on second. Here comes the pitch from Hader. Just barely missed the inside corner. That's ball 3. 3-1. Arrighetti had a really great game. It would be a shame for Hader to blow it right here. 3 balls, 1 strike against Jansen. Here comes the pitch. This one's hit way up high. Caratini's underneath it. Looks like he's going to be able to take it, and he does. He barely gets it at the last minute. He had to kind of run to the side and grab it. Fell down after he caught it, but he got it. Out number 1. Devers stays on second base. One away. They're going to have a meeting on the mound now. Caratini and Hader are out having a discussion. There's a pinch hitter in for Smith. It'll be Rob Refsnyder. Refsnyder actually did play yesterday. Pinch hitting this season, 286, 4 for 14. He steps into the box. Hader now is ready to go. Rubs the ball up, adjusts his hat. Now he's back on the rubber. Here we go. First pitch to Refsnyder is on the way. Swing and a miss. 97 mile per hour on the inside corner. Strike 1. This is a game we should have like 50 or 60 viewers on right now. It's close. 0-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch from Hader. This one's hit up center field. Jake Myers comes in. It doesn't look like there will be a tag. Yeah, Devers is not a speedster, and there's no way he's able to tag on a shallow hit to center field. Out number 2. Myers puts it away. So Myers does not get his revenge at the plate, but he's able to get it with that fly out. Nick Sogard was due up to bat, but they're going to have another pinch hitter. Romy Gonzalez. Sogard had no hits this game. Romy Gonzalez is batting .222, pinch hitting this season, 4 for 18. Pitching coach comes out. Hader and Caratini are having a 3-way chat with him. Hader has actually only thrown 10 pitches this inning, despite the double given up to Devers. They break up the meeting on the mound before the umpire can get out there. They didn't need the full time, apparently. Once again, Hader adjusts his hat and rubs the ball up. Two outs, guys. Romy Gonzalez is batting facing Josh Hader. Runner on second here in the bottom of the ninth. Here's the first pitch. This one's skied straight up. It's foul. Is there going to be room for DeCenzo to get it? No, it's just literally right behind the dugout. just about maybe 8 feet or so out of play, out of his reach. So that's strike one. 0-1 is the count. That would have been a nice, quiet way to end the game right there with a foul out. 0-1 pitch about to come from Hader. He steps back up onto the rubber. And here comes the pitch. Strike two. Fastball up and in. 97 miles an hour. Swing and miss. 0-2 is the count. Another pitch exactly like that one would be great. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That was a bouncer in the dirt. Caratini does an amazing job to catch that ball. 86 miles an hour. That was an incredibly wild pitch by Josh Hader. Where did that ball bounce? Wow, that barely got to the edge of the grass. I don't know how in the world Caratini kept that in front of him, but Devers is not able to advance to third. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see if Hader can get it in there this time. This one's hit straight up, a high fastball, and that one is fouled out of play. Count remains 1-2. That was a good pitch inside, but would have been much better if it had been up just a couple more inches. Hader probably going for that same pitch he got a strike on a couple of pitches ago. The crowd is standing, but they're giving the most lethargic claps and cheers. Next pitch is in the dirt. Another slider in the dirt. That evens the count 2-2. Hader doesn't need to reinvent the wheel here. He just needs proper placement. He takes a break off the mound. Gets some rosin on his hand. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. Romy Gonzalez at the plate. Josh Hader dealing. Here comes the pitch. Strike 3. He got the strikeout. Josh Hader, 25 consecutive saves. This is now a franchise record for the Astros. Josh Hader has 25 straight converted saves in a row. A single season franchise record for the Houston Astros. The Astros hold on here in the bottom of the ninth to win the game by 1 run, 5-4. I'm going to give you a quick update or summary of this game right quick, guys. And then we'll do a quick preview of what's coming for the Astros and the Red Sox tomorrow. Awesome. Quite the close, stressful game. But here's the way it went, guys. For those of you who don't know how the game went, how it played out, in the top of the first, Yordan Alvarez had a solo shot to right center field, 411 feet, giving the Astros 1-0 lead. For a few innings, it was kind of quiet until Jansen came up for the Red Sox, and on the very first pitch of the inning, at the bottom of the fifth, he hit it out, tied up the game 1-1. In the top of the sixth, right after that, Alvarez came up again and hit another home run that scored both him and Bregman, 422 feet to right field. His second of the game, 3-1 Astros. In the top of the seventh, Bregman came up and hit a home run of his own, a solo shot 423 feet to center field, giving the Astros a further extended lead, 4-1. In the bottom of the seventh, I wanted to say Matsuda. That's the local people here in the local name here in Hiroshima. Yoshida homered to right field on the very first pitch of the inning, just like Jansen did in the fifth, giving the Red Sox 2 runs, 4-2 Astros. In the top of the eighth, Zach DeCenzo, the new guy from AAA for the Astros, homered, sent it completely out of the park, 437 feet, the longest home run of the game and his first of his MLB career, giving the Astros a 5-2 lead. It would turn out that that run made the difference in the game because in the bottom of the eighth, Abreu came up for the Red Sox, singled to right field, scoring Rafaela and Duran, pulling the Red Sox within 1 run, 5-4. But despite giving up a double off the wall in the ninth inning, Josh Hader would hang on for his franchise record 25th save in a row. So there we have it. Final score, Astros 5, Red Sox 4. Astros had 10 hits. Red Sox had 6. Neither team had any errors. Defense overall was pretty good today. Now, about tomorrow's game, let me click back and I will tell you just a quick preview. First of all, tomorrow's game is going to be much earlier than today's game. The Astros have already wrapped up this series, winning 2 of 3, but they're going to go for the sweep tomorrow. My time, it starts 2:35 in the morning. Right now, I've got my live stream scheduled to start at 2:30 in the morning. My time, this is Japan time because I'm in Hiroshima. But wherever you are in the U.S., if you have time tomorrow to listen in, I appreciate it. Anytime you see my videos pop up, if you're interested in checking it out, please remember to like this video, like the next video, subscribe if you like the Astros and you want to follow my live streams. Feel free to leave comments in the live chat or below the video. Either is fine for me, but at the very least, like the video, I'd appreciate it. The Astros have Hunter Brown scheduled to start the game tomorrow against James Paxton. Brown has a really great year going after a rough start. He's pitched a lot of 6-inning plus games, and he's got a tremendous amount of strikeouts. He's just been a workhorse for the Astros, a really big blessing so far. And there have just been too many letdowns where the Astros couldn't score runs and cost him the game. So his win-loss record is only 9-7 because of the Astros' cold bats. Paxton is 9-3, but his ERA is actually worse than Hunter Brown's, 3.98 versus 4.42. So there we go for now. Alvarez comes up with 2 more home runs today. Astros get the win, they get the series, and they'll try for the sweep tomorrow. That's it for now, guys. Thank you for joining. Go Tiger Stros. I hope to see you again tomorrow. And as always, I will say go Stros, and see you next time. Bye-bye.